Hey, what's up, you guys? So, I came down to get some firewood. Sorry, I don't have my flashlight. Came down to get some firewood for the wood stove. I slept in the house 2 nights, and very grateful for that. Yeah, man, I can't even tell you guys because I had to go get a hotel room. You see these folks on YouTube or wherever, TikTok, Instagram, whatever you're following. And they often will have problems, mechanical problems, and you have to have a backup. So, because if this is your house on wheels and you can't be in it because it's getting repaired, you have to. Hey, how's it going, Krubby the Beagle? Good morning to you guys, all the way over there. Yes, I got two of the seats out, so I had two seats loosened so that I could actually put them in a storage. And I came down this morning to get a bunch of wood for the wood stove and thought I better check on this and see if it's drying. I'm actually doing a video right now about the process, and I went and bought that drain red or damp red, and I did not listen to cameraman when he told me. Don't tell him though, because he won't let me live it down. But cameraman told me to go get some of the stuff. Well, then I got sick. Um, and then I got shingles on top of that. So it's just been kind of crazy. And I'm kind of mad at myself because, maybe if I would have had the damp red, it absorbs. I don't know if you guys have seen that before. I had never seen it until I had the RV. And I should have put this in here. It's just really good if you have issues like mold and moisture. So the seats were getting ruined, and I pulled out those seats. It gives me so much room. So I've got the bed folded over. I have the trifold mattress. I got that on Amazon, and I need to start putting the links. This is just a bag, but I have garbage bags. But I got a new coffee pot. Look at that, with my gift card that I got for Walmart. I bought a coffee maker, and you guys watch this. I got a coffee maker, and look at this. Ooh, yeah. You know what this means? No, I'm not going to hit anybody with it. I'm going fishing, you guys. Just as soon as I done, I am going fishing. I'm tired. I want to go camping. That's what I want to do. I want to go camp. Funny. Doesn't that sound funny? I live in my van, or my truck, but I'm still gonna go camping. I just want to go to like that place, Lake Sylvia, where I was before last year. I want to go there and go fishing. I'm weebly wobbly. So here's a bunch of the stuff that you guys, even if you're not gonna live in your vehicle, you really should go through and just get it cleaned. You know, obviously you're not going to want to take your seats out every time, but if you take it to a detailer, they can get a lot of that underneath around these cracks. They can even take your seats out, clean it, and put your seats back in. So this one's loose too, Krubby the Beagle, if you're still on. This one right here is loose, this seat. So let me set the flashlight down. See, I'm going to be taking this out too. I have to be really careful to build something over these. Hold on, let me get that so I don't squish it. I'm going to set you guys down. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. I have to move this stuff back because if that gets under there and it pinches, it'll not get, it'll break my connectors and I'll have to replace all that. So I opted to keep these seats because everything's working on these seats. If they were not working, I'd have tossed them. He offered to take them and toss them for me, and I just really thought about it and thought, you know what, I need to, good grief, that's not mine. I think that belonged to the little crumb grabbers that were in here before. Michelle got your ew, a french fry. Oh my gosh, look, this is the food you're eating. You want to see it? This is french fries. Watch. I'm not joking either. Watch this. Sorry about that. Look, that is a McDonald's french fry. I bet you anything it's a McDonald's. Look. That's disgusting. That's no food. That is nothing right there. You could start fires with that. Burn it in your wood stove. Yeah, isn't that disgusting? You don't realize how much falls down in your car. And he told me, I'm like, I'm so embarrassed. And he's like, don't be embarrassed. He's like, everybody's looks like this. They just don't know it. Maybe not the mold. So here's where it's kind of going up the walls on the vinyl. So I am definitely cleaning that. And then back here, you can see it beside the bed a little bit. So that's why they said no more sleeping in here. And it had gotten into my carpet. So right here. And this is all, believe it or not, it's a little bit damp in places. But it's definitely drying out because I have a heater that I've been running in here. And we think we've got the leak stopped. I do have tape on it in the back. So the real test will be if I remove that duct tape and that water goes down through there and it doesn't get in. Because it was coming in right back there, right where that hole is. It was coming in right there. But the brake light is outside over here. And the rain was coming down on the outside into that door. And it was getting into the brake light. Then the brake light, it was running from there to right about here, and then it would spread out. The other problem was that it was running all the way to here. See? You can see that water circle outlining it right there. So it'd draw that water out like this, and then water would run out here. So that's what I'm thinking happened, is right down these panels, that water was running right into the floor. Not the doors, I'm hoping. I think they need a little bit of repair. There's a way to repair them without replacing them. And I'm going to check into that. It'll be a lot less expensive. And over here, same thing. And right here was really bad. This whole section, like right in here, was super bad. So I'd scrub that out before I even took it into him. All the way under here, and then right along here. So again, it's coming down. There's no water marks here, and I don't see any down here, but there was water. I'm going to show you with this circle. I need a laser. There was water coming out right down here on the outside of there. And then also, remember, this is where I first noticed it. Water, when I would brake, when I'd step on the brakes, the water would run right down here and come out my light. Yep. And it's come out over there a couple times too, and it just drips, but most of the water was coming here. So I might have a little bit of mold up in here. I don't know. He says it's not easy, and it's gonna be a chore to get it down because there's wires and stuff up there. So definitely nothing I'm gonna deal with. I think I'm okay, to be honest with you. I think that it had dried out enough here because we got it stopped. So that's what's going on with me today. I'm going to get this wood back up to the house. Keep that fire going. I've got a lot of work going on up there to get ready to move this stuff out so I can build it. I am going to redo the bed, you guys. Here's why. Because I ended up cutting this to make it shorter. And then I ended up lifting it because it was too low that I couldn't use underneath. And I started seeing mold. So before the mold attacked my bed, I set it back on these blocks to lift it up just a little bit. It's kind of, I don't know. It serves its purpose. It's sturdy. But I think I need to, fix it to where it's not breaking. So I need to watch Joseph Sharing the Wild. Joseph built a fantastic bed, and he can pull it up and make it into a couch, or he can like lay it, and it's just like folds up like an accordion. And my refrigerator is right back there where my Jackery is. My refrigerator's been running on that Jackery for 2 days now, and it's only at 73%. That's a 1,000-watt Jackery, and I have a 42-quart refrigerator. It uses about 55 watts when it kicks on. Other than that, like right now, it's resting. It doesn't even need it, and so it's not sucking out that power. But that is fantastic because 73% to run your refrigerator, that is fantastic for 2 days. That's great. That's really good. And then I have the 240 that I use for my phone and for lights, my computer, you know, things like that. Then I will have that extra power, you know, and my computer and my coffee pot. This little coffee pot is still going to use 700 watts, but that's better than the 900 watts that the bigger coffee pot was using. So this coffee pot is I will only be able to use this if I have good sunshine to recharge my Jackery, because if that's a 1,000-watt Jackery and this is 700 watts, it usually takes, you know, 15 minutes to make a good cup of coffee. And I can put it in a thermos too, so I don't have to keep letting my coffee pot stay plugged in. You can unplug your coffee pot, make sure you have a good hot thermos, use hot water, and I'll show you guys that when I get this all put back together, because I have to start living as if I'm not in here or I'm not at my daughter's, you know. And I try to keep it pretty separate with her. We have everything separated, documented separately. So, you know, I'm staying firm to that. Even sleeping in the house, I was a little bit nervous to do that because I don't want to have to redo getting used to living in a truck, you know. So this is going to be very temporary, hopefully a week. I promised my daughter I would get out of her place, and everything's going so good though. Yeah, got to deal with all this stuff, definitely. And then I'll build it back and we'll take off. What do you guys think? Would you want to go fishing with me? These guys are like, man, I gotta learn to fish. That Washington Fish Quest, he's the one that started all this with me being so competitive with fishing. Sun's coming up. Is the sun up where you are? Yes, Trevin, definitely. I'm taking that one out too. It's loose. I can't get that one out by myself. So these two I threw on my my hefty hand truck, whatever you call that thing, and put them in the garage. But that one, I'll see. We'll see. I was a little bit tired last night. So yeah, definitely definitely more room. I can't wait. I'm super excited. But yeah, so I'm gonna go take this firewood up. I wanted to check on the truck and see how it's doing. Everything's doing good. I was a little bit nervous, but it's gonna start raining this evening. Man, I thank you so much. I wish you were here to help me. This is hard for me. I appreciate you, Trevin. I really do. I'd cook for you. I'd wash your clothes. Whatever you need, I would do that if someone would help me. I'm not even joking. I need the help. The coolest thing is that my kids, you know, they were mad at me at first because they were scared for me to do this. And then it kind of has been a blessing in disguise because they've been able to watch me try to yeah, you got that. I know we lag a little on comments. It must have been the cooking and laundry thing. I'm not even joking. I'm so tired. Next I gotta get all that mold out, wipe it down real good. I think for the most part I've got this leak, or we've got the leak stopped, but like I said, it's gonna rain and who knows what's gonna happen. But right now it's looking like a pretty good mess. Oh, let me show you guys something. I'm going to set this right here. Hopefully we'll be able to see it. Right under here, I was looking at all the padding underneath, and it doesn't look bad. I think I caught it because I'm so freaking paranoid about this stuff. And then being sick, I kind of, you know, got lax on it because I was so dang sick and I wasn't checking it. But this all looks good. I mean, I see a little bit like over there, that green there, but that can be cleaned. I just need a shampooer. I can knock this out. And I did get that. I don't know if you guys just popping on. I got that Damp Red. They have this brand at Walmart. So I got that, and it's starting to dry up in here. I'm hoping tonight it's not going to fill up with water again. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm like, it's kind of hard. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. I was missing it last night. I was struggling a little bit. Like, I just want my truck. Once I got used to it in here, I love this truck. I've loved this truck. I used to come sit in this truck when there was hardly anything in it and figure out how I was going to do this and what was it going to be like, and, you know, where would I be? Where would I go? Well, I haven't gone too far, but I'm learning a lot, and things are getting better with me and my kids. And when I do get on the road, we can all feel good about it, you know? I mean, and that's the honest truth. Like, a lot of people that get on the road, if you get to talking to them, their families are disrupted or something's happened and they just take off. And that's not a bad thing. Sometimes you need to do that to kind of get your head together. And I check around my truck every day, every night, every morning. I'm around a lot of limbs here. And I was walking around this property, and there's quite a bit of limbs that, you know, sticking straight in the ground. It is, I think, what, you're in Arkansas, Trevin? You're 2 hours ahead of me. So whatever that is, I haven't been in. I think it was almost 6, I think, earlier. I've been up early. I wake up pretty early, and then I crochet and work on things, watch the news, pop on a few comments here and there. Get it out of my system. Yeah, it's looking good. I think the truck is looking good, honestly. And I have ideas about how to put I wish I had one of those hard box storage cargo boxes on the top. I'm regretting not spending, and go ahead and say it, whoever's out there, I'm regretting not spending the extra money on a hard top. Here especially, and even in the desert, you know, it gets hot. Even going to Colorado last year, was it last year? I don't even know anymore. It's all blended together. Even going to Colorado, it was hot, and that was in August. And the Reflectix, that was really, I didn't have too much finish then. And the Reflectix, it completely cooled it down. So you guys invest in a couple rolls of it. You can get that stuff on Amazon. I would just get the 2 rolls. It's cheaper that way. Look around for different sellers on Amazon and buy a roll of it, and cut out cardboard first, or, you know, like paper bags. I did it with paper bags, and then I cut out what I needed. And I also, to keep the edges tight, I went around it with duct tape. Hey, you gotta have duct tape. I just kind of edged it around, and then I tried painting them. That didn't work real well, because when I roll them, it pops the paint off. So that didn't stick too good. I'm probably gonna do the black fabric on both sides, is most likely what I'm gonna do with it. And then the curtains I keep up, I don't know. It does help, believe it or not, having the extra little layer there. I'm going to run some wires like I did with the bug screen in the back. And I still need to work on that kind of stuff a little bit. Oh, heck yeah, I can drive it. That seat's still good. Heck yeah, this truck runs good. It really does. I love my Suburban so much. Very much. Yeah, it drives, it makes me crazy, because that's the problem. I want to go to the ocean. I want to take you guys all kinds of places, and there's just beautiful places right here in Washington that I haven't got to see. I was raising kids. But yeah, no, this truck runs good. Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, my truck runs good. I'm going to do something real quick now that you said that. Yeah, I love my truck. I have invested pretty much everything in my truck. I invested everything, and people have said, well, that kind of wasn't like a very good investment. I'm like, really? Because when you don't have a job and you don't have anything and this is paid for, yeah, no, that to me is a decent investment because at least I'm covered. Mount Rushmore. Oh, definitely I want to see Mount Rushmore. Okay, listen up, Trevin. This is for you this morning, so don't you leave. Let me start it up. You ready? So I'm going to let it, all those lights go off. There we go. Oh, yeah, baby. It's running, Trevin. It's running. Check it out. Got me started already. I'll have to rebuild my fire. So my light was out. The reason I wasn't driving it to you before is I didn't have insurance. And I may have to sit you guys for a second if I can't do this with one hand. Oh, check it out. Let me get my flashlight. It ticks a little bit, but they said that a lot of these Suburbans do that. Oh yeah, this thing's good. When I got it, the guy that I got it from, he's a friend of mine, really good in the family. And I used to watch this sucker back out every day and say, oh Lord, I wish that was my truck. Every day. And he would go out if he didn't drive it too much. It actually came from Arizona. So it stayed dry, you know. But yeah, it's running good. I've put a lot of money into it in the last 2 years because I got it 2 years ago. Yeah, that's what they said. And I mean, it's got a new radiator. It's got a new reservoir. The reservoir, I don't even know how I got back from Colorado, to tell you the truth. It was leaking for a long time. Nobody could figure it out. And Chevy, is my floods that low? I can't see my floods in there. I better check that though. Better not be. It kept running low and getting hot, and I'm like, I don't even know how I made it back. I ran 23 hours straight down there, and that reservoir burst on me. That reservoir right there, it got hot, and that reservoir blew a hole in the bottom. I was like, had to get that fixed, and new belts. It's got new belts on it. Had those replaced. Jiffy Lube did all this for me, you guys. They're great, especially if they're full service now. Let me go over here. I need to check he said it was good, but that looks low. I gotta get it checked, I think. That looked a little bit low. Yeah, so new radiator, tune up. I had a tune. Everything was done on it last year. And I had a bunch of other stuff. I had something in the front done. I can't remember what he did in the front. But yeah, those guys have been taking good care of me at Jiffy Lube. So I'll keep going there. I don't mind paying people to do stuff for me. If I've got the money and they can do it, then they earn the money. But yeah, it's looking good. It's not as bad this morning. When it's really cold, it ticks bad when it's cold. I love this truck. So that's what I'm excited to do. Once I get this mold out of here, and I keep saying, once I get this, once I get that. But, I mean, honestly, they told me don't be sleeping in here no more. I'm working on a video that I'm getting ready to, just a short video. But, you guys, I am so stinking short. I know. Well, I know, and it looks a little low, like usually, but I'm sitting at a slant too, that you can't really tell it, but it's a little bit downhill right here. And so when I get out of here, I'll go and check it out. But I love this thing, so I cannot wait. Let me turn this on. It's not so bright. You see a little bit better. I bought this stuff too. I was going to try to put some extra seal in the doors because there's a little bit of wind noise. I can hear it, and that'll help cut that wind noise down. But yeah, everything works good in this truck. There is not one thing that does not work in this truck. I love it. And on the road, woo, Trevin, on the road, it'll get up and go. When I went up, look, you guys are seeing the sun come up with me. Isn't that special? When I went on the road, I love to drive at night. And I like to run with the big trucks. It's not lagging by... Oh, yeah. I lost you. Are you back? Let me know if you're back. I lost you. Are you back, guys? Top chat. Hold on, let me go live. Yes, I can. Are you there, Trevin? It's running good. It sounds warmed up. I'd come out and run this thing a little bit. Hold on just a second. Turn those lights on. I know the hood's open. It tells me my hood is open. Yes, I do see deer. They're usually right out here. The people that own this place, they have deer feeders that they had out there, and they would feed the deer. So let me close this hood down. But yeah, like right out there, that's where when I took if you go back and watch some of my videos, I don't know why that's, yeah, it is cool. If you go back and watch some of my videos, Trevin, I opened the door from my truck one morning and I took videos of the deer, and they were laying like right in here. That's when that one little deer, her foot's all, I don't know if she's born that way or what, but her foot was all bent back. But she could and she has another one that follows with her that kind of takes care of her. It was kind of cool. I haven't seen babies, but they were laying right here. They'll get out here and lay in this stuff, and they'll be right here. And Stokely, my cat, he wants to be friends with everybody. He's like me. But yeah, they come in right back here, and they run and they go up through that creek area. This is all private property out here, you guys. It's awesome. And but there's some places I want to get I don't know why that's on my screen like that. Can you guys see that line across the top right up here? Does it look like a glare? But well, she was good though. It was like her hoof. It was like put her down. I bet somebody would like to. I bet they would. No, it was sad though, but she was getting around good. Like, she can get up and down, and I kind of wonder if she wasn't born that way and she's just learned, because she looks strong. And but I have not seen them, and I'm not sure if I'm just missing them, but usually they'll be out late at night or really early in the morning, and they'll lay right out here, and they run along the woods right back here. It's beautiful here, huh? Yeah, it's gorgeous. All right. Well, that's what's going on with me. I'm going to work at getting that seat out today. I got to turn these lights out, run my battery down. That'd make me cry. Oh, and there's a bunch of them too. My daughter, I was telling her when I had to go get this done to be careful with my cat, because I couldn't take him, obviously, to get this stuff worked on. And I told her, I'm like, the girls, I'm out here, I hear them. I've got videos of those coyotes. It's not like an app or anything. They're out there, a whole pack of them. And I told my daughter, I'm like, keep an eye on my cat. And she was standing out in the front, like smoking, and she's standing out here, and she said she heard something, and it was like, yep, 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 yep. Yeah, and it's like, oh man. Oh yeah, it'll that quick. I mean, this is the Northwest, so yep, we're seeing the sun last compared to you guys. Hear that? I love it. I absolutely love it. I haven't seen any squirrels. I did see, like, at the other place I would see squirrels and stuff. Not so many here. But I think is they get up in these trees. But you just don't see them. I see a lot of birds. But those coyotes, heck yeah. I told my daughter, she said she heard it yiping. And looked, and there was something that went across the road. And I'm like, I told you so. You guys got to keep those cats in at night. Those coyotes will get them if they can't get away from him. My big boy, he can't. There's no way he can get away from him. He's fast, though. He surprised me. So that's it, you guys, for today. I am going to go build my fire. I know you guys share me, and I know some of them are, not the best videos, but some of my videos I talk because I hope I help people. I really do. I want to help people, and some people are struggling. They don't feel like they're enough, and they are. Everybody's got something to give, and everybody needs to work on things. We all need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves, right? All right, Trevin, thanks for coming on. Krubby the Beagle. Thank you so much. I appreciate it because now I'm getting into the good stuff where, people really want to watch. They don't always want to hear about other stuff. And that's really what I'd like to do is get fishing, go fishing. I got a lot to learn about fishing. I know nothing up here about fishing. Maybe some lakes. And definitely, I've got some good videos back through. Every now and then I'll put out a good one. But definitely when I get on the road again, I want to go back up to Lake Sylvia. I really liked it there. Last year, oh my gosh, I took off on Father's Day weekend. It's just a tough weekend for me. I took off, went to the ocean. I couldn't get nothing done at the ocean. I got the knock on the window. Heck yeah, they booted me right out of the casino parking lot. So I got the boot, which was stupid because I was not even stealth at all. Come on. You could see my windows a mile away shining off the lights. But I did that and then went to Walmart parking lot in Aberdeen. And that's a Gig Harbor. I went to Aberdeen and stopped at the Walmart there. Well, yeah, I parked right by a train. Are you kidding me? It was crazy. So I was like, okay, this is not working. I'm going to have to scout my area out a little better. But yeah, that creek is running right there. So, and there's really nothing in the creek. Was practicing with my rod that day and teasing about catching so many branches because I was too. I was getting hung up bad. But I got the ugly stick. I don't know if you missed that part. I got the little ugly stick at Walmart. I didn't get the whole package thing, but I got the one, just the rod. It was like 18 bucks. It wasn't that much. But I got a gift card and I used it for a new fishing rod and a new little coffee pot. How cool am I, man? How cool am I? All right, look at this. Isn't it pretty? You guys got to watch I know it seems like, and I have little hands. I almost got a kid one. I'm serious. I almost bought the Moana one. Little Disney one, little Moana. It had a little hook. It had like a good place for my finger to go on. I liked it. Look at that. I hope it stays like the most of the day. It's going to rain, you guys, so I'm not happy about it. But I got plenty of work to do inside. Finish up my dolls, get that stuff melted off, and then make you guys some good videos. Oh, definitely. So I'm going to be, you might look this up. So I'm going to go like to Black Lake, Washington, and I'm going to go to Lake Sylvia. So that's a trout. There's trout, bass. Ooh, I think a bat just flew over me. Ooh. There's trout, bass, catfish. Almost some catfish. These people up here do not know how to fix catfish. I didn't even have good catfish until this one place. They got they're from Louisiana or somewhere, and they put in a restaurant here, and I'm like, yes, finally. Oh my gosh, somebody knows how to cook catfish. I can't even believe it. The people up here act like it's dirty bottom fish. I'm like, are you crazy? You have lost your mind. That's Christmas sometimes. We used to have Christmas fish fries. Rooster tails for trout and perch and bass. Yeah, there's a lot of perch. And I know how to catch the panfish, but the bass, that's what I want to catch is bass. I love catching bass. They just fight hard. And when I was a kid, I just thought that was the coolest thing. All right, my friends, I'm going to get my chores done this morning. Get it all done. Yeah, catfish is good. To me, it's better than salmon. Like, come on. It's like, yeah, I love catfish. I don't care what you say. If you fry it right, you put it in a fish fryer. Whew. I'm not joking. My dad made it for 10 pound. I know. I thought about that when I bought that little reel. Can I use the I don't know. Can I use the 10-pound line in that little ugly stick? Because it says it's loaded with 6-pound, but can I put 10-pound on it, Trevin? Because that was something else. I was going to buy a different rod that already had 10-pound. I'm like, well, can't I put... Oh, see, perfect. So I've got 8-pound line that I could put on it. I know I have 8-pound, but I can go back and get some 10-pound line. Just scares me when I go in there. I was like, oh, Lord. Oh my goodness. It felt like people need to quit taking stuff for granted. That's all I can say. Need to just stop taking things for granted. Yep. I'm learning. Maybe it's because I'm supposed to share it, Trevin. All right. Look at that. Woo-wee. So, well, that's good to know. So I'm going to get, now that I know that, I should have got some. I just didn't know. So I'll do that because that, they made it that way. Okay. Awesome. Because, what was I gonna say? Oh, the lakes, Black Lake, I know has bass, and that one's not too far from me. Black River is not too far from me either, and I went and found the boat dock. So the other night I was driving around, I got lost. I'm like, I'll find my way out. I found my way out, but I was looking for that how to get down to that river, and I found it. So there's supposed to be some trout in that river, and who knows what else. But down here in this little creek, there's nothing in there. Not really. It might be. Something might pop up. Mostly crawdads. That's what I need to do, is get a little crawdad basket. Yep. Crawfish. What do they call them up here? I call them crawdads. I know you probably do too, Trevin. A wacky rig. I've got some. I'll show you what I got. I'll do like my little tackle box thing that I have at Jim at Cabela's helped me with. I need to go over to Cabela's too, and see if Jim's crayfish, that's what they call them, but I call them crawdads. I'm like, that's a crawdad to me. But yeah, so I'll go check out, get my lures and bring all my stuff in so I can, reline that. Now that I know that, I wasn't sure, so I didn't know how well it'd work with that reel. And they start talking about the ratios and stuff. I don't get it. Just call them crawfish. That's gonna be hard. Crawfish. Oh, you call them crawfish. I thought you were telling me to crawfish. Crawdad. Yeah, I'll try, but habits. That's so pretty. Here, let me walk now that I'm up. You guys got time? We'll go down here to the creek. It was good practice for me though, because I realized that that little reel rod that I have, it was all right. It works good, but that little ugly stick, because I'm in my truck, I can't be having a lot of stuff all the time sticking out everywhere. And I know you can take them apart, but that's kind of a pain. Let me show you guys down here. Hopefully it hasn't cut out on me. It shows we're still attached. So I get real careful around these edges, because see that stump right there? Using crankbaits, rattle traps, and okay. Well, and I know I've watched you guys a little bit enough, like Dust Off Fishing, and Washington Fish Quest. I mean, it's just different. Depends on really where you're at too. I've never gone saltwater fishing, but I had a license. I have a license right now. It's about to expire. So I'm learning. Like my dad, when we were kids, my mama, they'd get us little fishing pole. We put a fishing pole down like this in a creek, and our creeks are like 6 feet deep. Back home, and Mama would take us a lot. We'd go fishing twice a week with my mom. She loved to go fishing. And but down here, I can get right down here. I'm not worried about it. But a lot of those big stumps, I get worried that ground's going to wash out and the stumps will rot and then fall in a bad place. Until what? Don't go. I know. Well, even like some of them that Dust Off Fishing and flipping Chris, catfishing Chris, I'm like, it scared me to death. I'm like, if something come up like that, would pull me in. You'd have to strap me in that boat. I'm like, I weighed 136 dress, so probably 131 pounds, soaking wet. No, some of them fish look like they weigh that much. scared me to death. Oh, I'm going to look it up. Look at this. Remember how fast this was running? It's already come down now. Look at that. It was all the way up around here. All the way up to the bricks. That was just last, 2 weeks ago. Came all the way up here. That's how much water was coming down. And this is all attached to the Chehalis, I think, out of where Blake, Washington Fish Quest. This water is all tributaries from there. Heading right out to Puget Sound with its happy self. Yeah, I want to get some hip waders. That's what I would like to have. Boy, there's something peaceful about that right there. I just can't even tell you guys how blessed I've been. I went from sitting on Christmas Day praying to God to help me and let it be so awesome. Let it be so awesome that I would know it was him, right? And I'm not kidding you guys. In like a week, right after New Year's, and I just made myself get showered up and cleaned up and dance around the living room like I'm going somewhere. My friend taught me that. I had a really good friend. She's from Colombia, and she moved here, and we became good friends. And she taught me to run around the living room on New Year's Eve with my suitcase. She said it would mean that I'm going to travel. And I'm like, well, I better get to dancing because you know what, Trevin, I got to get to Arkansas. It is real peaceful. I watched this one guy, Sam, Inspirational Nomad, and he can get turned up too, you know. But he talks about taking walks, and even if it's raining, you got to get outside. And I know that living here, you know. I've worked with so many good people, environmental specialists, and, you know, you guys be good to those people too. Like, especially like, you know, fishermen, you work with them too with Department of Fish and Wildlife. You know, they got to be out there checking and making sure that people's doing what they're supposed to. Because we really do need to care about things and not offsetting nature as much as we can if we want to keep it. Oh, let me see. Every morning the geese fly over too. I can hear them, I just can't see them. And then about the first of the month is when my military helicopter is going to be flying over pretty heavy because they do their training. And the base is, it's north of here, but they'll fly all the way down to Portland. Honk, honk, honk. That's right. I honk, honk at them too. Sometimes they'll fly in a V over me every morning, but that was just a couple, I think. There's a big, at night they'll come through this way. They come from right over there, that way, and they just fly like right over here. I kind of got them mapped out now. And the big military helicopters, they'll like, I'm always teasing that it's Brandon, Dust Off Fishing. He's like told them where I'm at. But they'll come like, sometimes they'll fly like right over the top right here. Or they'll fly this way, right over the top this way. Or along the, you know, along the corridor, the I-5 corridor. They'll fly that way. You can hear them. And sometimes they'll be doubled up. And at night, I like going out at night when they're coming over. Because you can hear that boop, 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 boop. I can't do that sound. I can't. But you guys know what I'm talking about. It's so like low and like quiet. And then you'll look up and there's like one little bitty light, barely a light, and you know like they're stealthing over. That is cool. That's like my favorite thing. One of these days I'm gonna get to go on a helicopter ride. You guys are gonna see me. I'll take you with me. I can't wait. I know it's gonna happen. It's coming. I may have to take a barf bag with me, but it's coming. I'm like, I do that on boats too. I get so motion sick on boats in the saltwater. I'm not a big boat person. Well, you guys, it is definitely going to be pretty for a minute. I'm excited about that. Look at the sky. Look at that. Pretty, huh? Trevin, what time is it your time? If you're still on here. All these big old ferns. These ferns get so big. That one right here, it's as tall as I am. Let me see. Reach up there and touch it. Yeah, it's taller than me, actually. These are beautiful. And then look at this. I think this stuff in the back is what's good for you if you have like a something wrong on your skin. You can rub that on it. The thing here is like we got stinging nettle, and that stuff's worse than poison ivy or poison oak. At first, when I got shingles on my leg, because you only get it on one side, and it was from my back down my leg, and like I was like, man, did I get into some stinging nettle? Because it was blistering up the way it was. 9:41 now, so it's and you're in Arkansas, right? It's 7:41 here. So I've been on for a minute. I've been on 45, almost an hour. You guys know I can talk once I have somebody to talk to. Someone's like, you know what's crazy? This is like, okay, this is crazy. Sometimes I'll talk to you guys, like I'll just start talking to you guys like I'm videoing, and I'm like, I'm not even videoing. Why am I talking to them? Look at that. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's beautiful. That's right, kids. You work real hard, get your education, find something to do, learn a trade, whatever you got to do. Don't let anybody that's inferior make you feel inferior. That's for sure. I've had so many people tell me that, you know, because you don't have an education, you're not going to go anywhere. Well, you need your high school education, basic education. You understand business. That's always good. But that's the one thing that if I was able to go back and do school again, I would get business, like business first. Because, I mean, that's what, even with this, doing this kind of stuff, I have no business sense when it comes to, you know, trying to, I just don't have it. I have great ideas, but I don't have like that, like people know how to just, some people know how to just whip up a business and get money going, right? And they can do it all. This is what I want to show you guys, Trevin. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Feel like you're here? Hear the hummingbird. It needs some food. Yeah, it is. Boy, you should see. I think the ocean is supposed to be nice too. Sometimes it'll be cloudy there and nice here. Sometimes it'll be pouring down rain here, and it's not even like at the ocean, nothing. Like, are you kidding me? It's nicer at the ocean. And it's cold at the ocean. Cloudy, windy. It's not like Florida. Man, it is gorgeous. Oops, how do I get out of here? Okay. I hate when I do stuff like this. I poked open that little thing that, how do I close this thing? Good grief. No, not that. Well, I turned on these where I'll show you what I did. It might, look at that. I accidentally got on this stuff and I don't know how to get out. Oh, here we go. How about that? Okay, it's time for me to get off. My ADD is in full effect. All right, I love you guys. Be good today. Get out and get some air. Do something productive. Even if it's one thing, cross it off your list. All right, Shell's about to get after it. Bye, Trevin. You take care. You take care today. Thanks for coming on, everyone. I appreciate you all. I love you guys. You take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Wish me luck on that truck. Whew, it's gonna be hard getting that front seat out. Yeah, thank you. I'll talk to you guys soon. Toodaloo.